Well, bad news. Football Manager 2025 has been officially cancelled. There has been a statement released, which I will read out to you now, and as I read it, we'll then go into a few talking points. We know this will come as a huge disappointment, especially given that the release date has already moved twice and you've been eagerly anticipating the first gameplay reveal. We can only apologise for the time it has taken to communicate this decision. Due to stakeholder compliance, including legal and financial regulations, today was the earliest date that we could issue the statement. So basically, they're disappointed, we're disappointed, everyone's disappointed. As I said, the release date has been pushed twice now. Because first, for November, and then I think it got pushed back a couple of weeks, and then it got pushed back till March, and apparently they didn't have any gameplay to reveal or anything like that. As I say, they've got stakeholder compliance, they've got legal and financial regulations, and it was the earliest time that they could say that they're going to cancel it. There was supposed to be an update in January, there wasn't. Rolled into February, and now, the 7th, they're releasing a statement. Obviously, they do have people that they need to consider, as I said, like financial and legal and stuff. Obviously it sucks for them. It sucks, as I said, it sucks for them, it sucks for us. But they have had to cancel it, essentially. We've always prided ourselves on delivering the best value for money games that you can. We've always prided ourselves on delivering the best value for money games that bring you countless hours of enjoyment, that feel worth every moment and every penny you spend. With the launch of FM25, we set out to create the biggest technical and visual advancement in the series for a generation, laying the building blocks for a new era. They did say, when they released FM24, they were like, it's not going to be much of an update because we're putting all our eggs into the FM25 basket. Obviously, that's not worked out for them. Visually, the match engine, and I think they really wanted to do something with the interface as well. Unfortunately, it hasn't progressed far enough that they feel like that they can release a game. Due to a variety of challenges that we've been open about to date and many more unforeseen, we currently haven't achieved what we set out to do in enough areas of the game, despite the phenomenal efforts of our team. Each decision to delay the release was made with the aim of getting the game closer to the desired level, but as we approached critical milestones at the turn of the year, it became unmistakably clear that we have not achieved the standard required, even with the adjusted timeline. Now, obviously, that's basically saying that they have milestones. By the end of this month, we want to be doing this. By the end of this month, we want to be doing this. By this date, we want to be doing this. And they haven't been able to meet them all. I can imagine it's frustrating for the team that are making it. It's frustrating for us as well, because obviously there won't be a release this year. Every time they've delayed it because they didn't think it was ready to release. That's happened with many games. This isn't the first game, and this isn't the last game that happened to. Unfortunately, pushbacks are... You never know, do you? Obviously, they didn't want to release a game that wasn't up to their standard, because if they released a subpar game that had some of the updates but not all of it, and it wasn't that much of a leap from FM24 to FM25, then people are going to go, why have I spent money on this? And then they'll be like, FM26, I ain't buying FM26, look what they've done to the last two FMs. But at least they were open and honest about 24. This one, I feel like they could have been a bit more clearer. They could have released more updates to clue people in. Some people rely on this for it's their jobs, they're Football Manager content creators, and now they've got to go with FM24 and hope and pray that FM26 is better. Whilst many areas of the game have hit our targets, the overarching player experience and interface is not where we need it to be. As extensive evaluation has demonstrated, including consumer playtesting, we have clear validation for the new direction of the game and are getting close. However, we're too far away from the standards you deserve. So basically what they're saying is they were close to it, but they were not close enough. I would rather them have done this and cancel it and be like, FM26 is going to be big, it's going to be badass, it's going to be the best FM ever. You know, the whole game's going to look different, the match engine is going to be better quality, this is going to be better and that's going to be better. I would rather them do that than release a half-baked game, because if they released it, it wouldn't... As I said, people will be like, well, what? I'm not going to buy FM26 if FM25 is like this. We could have pressed on, released FM25 in its current state and fixed things down the line, but that's not the right thing to do. We're also willing to go beyond the March release date, as we're too late in the football season to expect players to then buy another game later in the year. That is a really valid point. Like, if they pushed it back and they were like, beginning of May, beginning of April, and then like 3 or 4 months later they're releasing the new one, people are going to, I've just bought the last one, why am I going to buy an update that's like 3-4 months away? So it would affect sales for FM26 and it would affect sales for FM25, and you'd probably see lower profits, because it would be good in the short term, bad in the long term. Through the cancellation, every effort is now focused on ensuring that our next release achieves our goal and hits the quality level we all expect. We will update you on how things are progressing with that as soon as we're able to do so. Thank you for reading, your patience and your continued support. Our full focus now returns to creating a new era for Football Manager Sports Interactive. Now, that says Sports Interactive. Normally it's Miles that updates us, but that is specifically saying that it's the company, it's the whole of the company that are saying that are apologising. It doesn't specifically say FM26. Could it be FM27 like next year? Could we be waiting until not the end of this year but the end of next year to get a new game? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure FM26 will be released, but they just want to make sure that it hits the quality that you want from them, and I think they want you to play this new one and be like, wow, this is like a massive upgrade. And then you start getting the YouTubers playing it, and you get the beta testers playing it, and then they release stuff and show people, look at this, look how this looks, look at this new thing, it's fantastic, it's great. And then more people buy. You might even get people back in that were like, oh, well, it hasn't really got much better since FM20, FM21, I'm not going to buy it. And then they might be like, oh, well, that looks much better, I'm going to drop some cash on that. And fingers crossed, FM26 is the biggest selling FM game, the biggest profit wise, because this is going to hurt Sports Interactive money wise. It's going to hurt the people who work there. It's going to hurt Sega. I can't imagine Sega are too happy, and Sega are probably like, you need to release something at some point, because otherwise we've just got a dead company that's still working on a game. But like, some games take like 4 or 5 years to complete. I mean, they were working on this before FM24 was released by by the terminology they were using. But I don't know. It says, does this affect all platforms and versions? All of them are cancelled. I've pre-ordered the game. How to obtain my refund? Pre-purchase orders for Football Manager 24 will automatically be refunded in full if purchased through an official Sega-approved retailer. I don't know what an official Sega-approved retailer is. You've got 2Game, Amazon, CDON, I guess that's in like Scandinavia and that. Director Drive, DL Gamer, EA Origin, Epic Games, Fanatical, Football Manager Store, Game Pass Xbox, GameStop, GOG, Humble Store, Mac Game Store, Nintendo, Nexus, PlayStation, Shop2.net, Very, Walmart. So there's a large CD Keys isn't on here, which if you bought it through that, you get obviously you'd have to contact them. But if there is a massive list on their website, so if you are unsure, just go onto the Football Manager website, scroll to the bottom, the FAQs, and there's a official Sega approved retailer. It's like underlined. Click on that, and it'll take you to all their approved retailers. Why didn't you cancel FM25 earlier when you opted to delay till March? Timely decision based on data available, but a strong belief that we could reach the quality target and deliver a game. Obviously, that wasn't the case. They left it a couple more months and like, we can't do it. Update was promised in January, rather delay. Stakeholders, compliance and stuff. So, that's pretty much why. Will there be an FM24 update with 2024-25 data? No. As I said in October when the game was delayed, this is a substantial undertaking that will divert critical resources away from the development of the next release. So yeah, they're not going to update FM24 because there's modders who do it anyway. But obviously, you'd have to work on that and updating FM24, which would obviously take away resources from the next release. Will FM24 remain playable on subscription platforms? Apparently they're in discussion. I think it's on Netflix and that, and like Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that, where you don't own it and you play it on there. They're probably looking to prolong that, but yeah. FM25 is cancelled, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Obviously it's disappointing. There could have been, I think the worst thing is their communication wasn't good. There could have been more updates and just gone, look, right, we're hitting a few targets, but there's a few that are still off, and then updated like that. But obviously the cancellation they couldn't do until, I think it was the end of the Japanese financial quarter, which ended yesterday. Today, I don't know. Whatever time frame that Japan's in, so that's why they couldn't say anything up until now. But yeah, it's looking like it's February now, and we're probably going to wait till November again. So over in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, you've got another 9 months of FM24. Obviously, I think they'll still try and push it and sell it and stuff. But hopefully, hopefully we do get updates. I think after this they need to be more crystal clear, and they need to be telling people what's going on, because obviously they weren't, were they? They were just holding things back. Just tell people. The thing is, if they'd have gone, oh yeah, we haven't reached this target, we've reached this target, people are more likely to say, oh, okay then, that's fine. But then I think the lack of just no communication was, I think they knew a while ago that they weren't going to be able to hit the March release date, and they just didn't want to update that because they weren't 100% sure what was going to happen. It is sucky, but as I said, the only people really affected are the people that have pre-ordered it. Like, no one's owed a game. It's not like, wow, you should release a game because I buy it every year and now I can't buy it. You know what I mean? Like, just shut up. And it is what it is. But at least they've decided, instead of half-baked release, they've cancelled it, or to be like releasing it in like April, May, and then be like, oh yeah, do you want to buy our next game? And people are like, but I've just bought the last one, why am I going to buy another one? So in the long run, saving people money, but yeah. Football Manager 2025 is cancelled, unfortunately. If you like little update videos like this, then please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and all that lovely stuff. I will keep an eye on Football Manager, and if there's any more development updates, then I'll bring you them. But until next time, Football Manager 25 is cancelled. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, or have a good night, unless this news has deeply affected you and you're upset. But yeah, I shall see you guys next time. See you later. Bye bye.